Yeah.
I'll be looking out for Ethan on the edge of the box for the next few weeks. Then
I will be as well.
Yeah, you have to be shouting there, shoot.
Shoot.
This is the official Leeds United podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the young star that we've got on our hands at Leeds United, Mateo Joseph. How are you?
Hi, fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How was the pronunciation? Was it all right?
Yeah, perfect.
For a Leeds accent, it was all right, eh?
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, because obviously my second name, obviously Mateo as well. So, you did very well there, because I've had all kinds. I've been called all kinds of stuff, me. But it is what it is.
I've had you on this show how many times, Dom, and I still call you Don Matteo. I've never got. Maybe I'll start introducing you as Don Matteo as well. Then is that all right?
Yeah, listen, I don't mind. I'm a big boy. I can look after myself.
Well, thanks for joining us, mate. I know you've got a busy schedule. It's obviously been a really busy few weeks at the club, and especially for yourself. I want to get into talking about you as a bloke and growing up and whatnot. But before then, just how's these last few weeks been? I mean, with fixtures being shifted for TV, cup games, away Yorkshire derbies. It's been a really full-on schedule, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been, this league is really tough, we know already from before. It's a lot of games and a lot of tough opponents. And you can see as the league is coming to the end, it's even more tough to beat teams, because everyone knows each other and everyone's fighting for their lives, no? The teams that are lower part of the table, they are fighting for the next contract. So it's really difficult, and we're up for the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, from obviously been watching all the games, obviously at most of the games, and it just feels when I look at the team now and the squad that you have and the manager, seems like you're all on the same page. You all want the same thing. You all it looks like you get on. Obviously, I don't know you all personally, but it looks like everyone wants the same thing. And has that been installed by the manager?
Yeah, since the beginning, we do everything together. Every small detail, he's taking care of it. And for me, I'm 20 years old, and I don't know how all the dressing rooms are. But for example, from all the players, I get to hear that it's a really good dressing room, and it's one of the best they've been. So yeah, I suppose it's really good atmosphere. This.
We've been seeing sort of flashing moments from you in the last few weeks, of which I think you've actually been tremendously unlucky not to score more goals, honestly. I mean, you've been a breath of fresh air in many games, but obviously finally against Chelsea, the dam broke. Just what was that like? I mean, of all places to score a brace, I mean, incredible.
Yeah, it felt really good, because it's not just, I score goals and I'm happy. It was really hard work behind. So it was like a reward, and I think everything is for a reason, and I would do it again if I have to get those rewards,
Does that give you huge confidence when you get them type of goals, against a huge club like Chelsea? I don't like saying they're a huge club. I don't really like Chelsea, to be honest. I'm not a Chelsea. I'm not a favourite with them. They don't like me, so it is what it is. But to go there and perform like you did, and yourself as well, that must give you so much confidence going in when you get your opportunity yourself. That must give you confidence, because we all need that. We can all say we don't, but in football, especially as a striker and goal scorer, confidence is key, isn't it?
Yeah, confidence is key. I always think about it. Confidence is key. But then I was confident before the game, to be honest. Not obviously after those 2 goals, it gives you a boost. But before I was confident, because I think I did everything I could. Everything it was in my hands to be able to take the opportunity. So yeah, but obviously after that game, I think I played well. The team played really well. We got a lot of confidence after that. Yeah.
Apart from yourself, who's the best finisher at the club? I know you. Obviously, I think you are. Obviously, but who's the ones who's impressed you? With the finishing. From my era, obviously Mark Viduka, the ball came in. I knew he was going to be in the back of the net. Alan Smith, these type of Robbie Keane, the Fowlers, all these boys at Leeds. But, you know, for you, is there somebody you look at and go, wow, he can finish? Is it from a midfield or from, you know, wherever position it is? Who's the ones who really can hit the target and score them goals? Is there somebody who's impressed you?
Yeah, Willy Nonto, for example, he has a rocket. Joel Pirot is so calm when it comes to a really good finish. Patrick Bamford, obviously, he's always there in that spot where he's the goals. I try to look at it to learn. And then I would say you're going to be surprised with this one. But for example, I was doing finishing with Ethan Ampadu today and he was scoring goals.
No way. I don't believe it.
Honestly, I'll tell you now, when we used to have competitions, attack v defence, you know, with the goalkeeper, obviously a couple of goalkeepers, we used to always beat the strikers as defenders, honestly. But you know what? Because we're so happy just to have a shot on goal. We take it so seriously, whereas you guys are just used to putting the ball in the back of the net. When we get in there, we just want to make a net. We want to do something fancy, because we can't do that on a match day. So, yeah, that's how I used to do it.
Yeah, but you never expected it. You never expected for the defender, and then...
Yeah,
I'll be looking out for Ethan on the edge of the box for the next few weeks. Then
I will be as well.
Yeah, you have to be shouting there, shoot!
Yeah, shoot!
All Leeds, aren't we? The official Leeds United podcast.
Okay, so let's rewind a little bit to you. I mean, I say it as a young kid, you're 20 years old, but as a young lad, sort of coming through the ranks in Spain, you were racing Santander, Espanyol. How did all this start? I mean, your father's English, is that right? And your mother's Spanish. So how did you get into football then? How did this all start off for you in Spain?
Well, I remember I was really, not nervous kid, but I was moving all the time, lots of energy. So my father was living in England because he was working. And then my mother was saying, "Wow, what can we do with this kid? He doesn't stop running." So my father said, "Put him into sport, you know." And I liked football a lot because I was watching games when I was young. So they put me into football. I remember I started in Escobedo de Camargo, is where I live, my village, where I live in Spain. It's a small village with 1,000 people.
Oh, wow. Whereabouts in Spain is that?
North of Spain. Yeah, really, really nice and quiet village. Yeah, I started there and then I moved into Racing de Santander. It was like the big club of where I live. I was there 4 years and then it came the call from Espanyol when I was 13 and I have to move to live on my own. And yeah, then 4 years and Leeds.
What's that like at 13?
Well, you don't think about what you live in, you know, to be honest. You think about your dream, achieving your dream. And since I was, I'm young, but even younger, I remember my parents always put in my mind the sacrifice I have to do to achieve the things I want. So I have to be forever grateful with them, and I'm the person I am because of them. You know, I stay working harder. I don't mind it to take time to train because it's the sacrifice I have to take. You know.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because obviously, from my point of view, your mum and dad were the ones who took me everywhere. You know, obviously I couldn't drive at that point, so they're taking you to training. It was half an hour every day there and back, you know, to train. And I think sometimes you don't realise how much the parents actually do for you. Now I'm, obviously well retired. I'm nearly 50, but I still speak to my mum and dad on a regular basis. They're both still here with me, so I speak to them on a regular basis and make sure I always say thank you for all what you've done for me. And I keep saying that repeatedly. I call them every single day. Everyone thinks I'm a bit of a weirdo because I call my mum and dad twice a day, and everyone thinks that's weird. A lot of my mates take the mickey out of me. You're a bit of a mummy's boy or whatever. I don't care. They're the ones who supported me all the way through my career. And even when I went through some tough times, they were there for me 100%. So, you know, it's good to hear that as well. You've got the support as well around you, your family and your friends. That is key, you know, especially at your age, at 20. You're gonna get people coming in trying to influence you in certain things. It's good that you've got a good grounding with your family. That is key for you moving forward as a player. I really mean that.
Well, talking about coming to Leeds, then obviously that in itself is another a big leap. Obviously, your father, you were saying, was working in London at the time and is English, so it wouldn't have been a massive leap for you. I mean, I assumed that you'd been over to England a few times prior to the move.
Yeah, I've been to London and Leicester because my father is originally from Leicester.
Okay.
And
nobody's perfect.
He's been living all his life in London, so yeah, been there.
And have you got quite a lot of family in England? I think is it your grandma lives near Stamford Bridge actually, doesn't she? She's not far from there in London.
Yeah,
did she get to the game?
Yeah, she was buzzing. Yeah.
Is it true about relation to Emil Heskey?
Yeah.
Is that true?
It's my father's cousin. Yeah.
Because I played with Emil at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Good guy. Yeah, really good guy. Yeah, I know Emil very, very well. We had the same agent over the years and stuff. So yeah, good lad, really good lad.
Yeah, and he's like, well, my cousin, his children plays for Man City.
That's right. Yeah.
Two of them. Yeah, so I get to chat to them sometimes when he scores, when I score. We react.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have worse people as inspiration to look up to for scoring goals, couldn't you?
Yeah, really big striker and good. Really big striker. Yeah.
So you've come to Leeds then, obviously, as I say, you know England, you know English, so it's not a huge sort of shift, but still, you've moved to a different country. How was that when you first arrived in England?
Yeah, obviously, it was a bit difficult, but because it's leaving everything again, because I did my life there in Barcelona, so it's leaving it again when I had my life there, and new people. Because sometimes when you move in the same country, you can know people, have people in common, or played against them. But England, it was like I didn't play against anyone. It was difficult, but with the language, I understand everything. Obviously, my English is not perfect talking, but it was easier. It was easier, yeah.
It's better than Dom's.
Correct.
Nah.
Yeah, we got to remember, I'm an Italian, Scottish Englishman. So, I've got, my dad's Italian, my mum's from near Liverpool, and I was born in Glasgow, so there you go.
Nah, but it's way better than mine. It's way better than mine.
Well. And coming into obviously Leeds, not sort of the best couple of years that we've had, the last couple in the Premier League. What was the feeling around the club? Were you still pleased that you'd come, or was it a bit like, oh bloody hell, like I've come and we're on a downward spiral? Like what was sort of going through your mind throughout that process of coming back out of the Premier League?
Well, the first years I remember in the Prem, I really enjoyed it because you could go to the games and see. I was in the 21s. You could go to the games and see Premier League games, and really good games and learn about them. But no, I didn't think it was a bad choice because everything's a process, and I knew my process was working hard and getting to the team. Obviously, maybe if we were in the Premier League, I wouldn't get the chance. So you never know. Everything happens for a reason. Now we are in the champ. We are in a really good shape. We are a really good team. And I think sometimes going one step backwards, it's better for them get 2 steps forward,
Yeah,
and
I do.
I think the owners now and the people around the club, I think they have really good ideas, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a bright future, yeah.
We're such a great club. We've got such a great fans. You've got players like yourself and lots of other younger players as well coming through. Archie and other players are getting time. You're getting game to other players as well. And I just want to see that club progress. And with people like yourself, young lads, you're the future of this club. You really are. And I think sometimes it seems like you're all very relaxed about it. But does that come with a little bit of pressure for you?
Obviously you get the pressure everywhere because everyone works hard for having those moments. No, I really fancy those moments. I really like those moments. So it's not pressure because I've been doing this all my life playing football. So it's just.
That's a typical striker's answer. That. Well, I'm heading balls all over the place round the back, and you strikers just stick it in the back of the net, get the glory, and I'm absolutely shattered. Yeah, no pressure on us. But I get what I'm only joking. I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
No. Well, obviously everything like playing in at Leeds is. Having that fan base and everyone, it's like everyone wants us to lose, everyone outside.
Yeah, for sure. That's right.
So I just want to win to shut them out,
Yeah, no, you're right. Listen, that's the great attitude. I love that.
That is the Leeds attitude, mate. That's what we need. So, I mean, obviously you signed a new 4-year deal, so you must be happy with how everything's going at the moment.
Yeah, really happy because I think we have a really, really good team. Like you said, we have a really good balance between young players and older players. So it's just these final games, getting to win them, it would be the best.
Listening on together.
No, I was just saying, like, with the Championship, obviously, I only spent a year and a bit in the Championship. And I didn't realise how hard it was and how physical it was, because I predominantly played most of my time in the Premier League. But when I played in the Championship, there was different things I had to contend with, players wanting to boot you because you've played for Liverpool or played for, it's a lot of, and I can see that at Leeds because Leeds are doing so well, especially at home. And I just think, again, our fans have been so good. I mean, you must hear that every week, I can't believe how, going back to what game was it now? The Leicester game, which was a very, very tough game. We all know that. The atmosphere that day, I can't say it was as good, but it was very much like when we were in the Champions League. That kind of noise, that level. And people going, it can't have been that. No, I said it was. It was really, it was unbelievable. And I just think with the fans that we have, you must feel that. You must get energised by them fans because they're incredible. They really are.
Yeah, it sounds like a topic, how good our fans are. But it's like... It's real, like one of the best fans I've seen. So it's something special that we need to use in our games, and I think we use well. And for example, when I come on, it's like that extra energy you have with them. So I really like it,
Well, I think that's an amazing note to leave it on. Matteo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best with the rest of the season. I wish you all the best with the international break. And I just look forward to seeing you going from strength to strength, mate. It's been a real pleasure watching you play the last few weeks.
Thank you very much. Hope it keeps going on like this and good games. Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure it will, mate.
All the best.
Thank you very much. You take care, buddy.
Keep doing what you're doing.
This is the official Leeds United podcast.